welcome to Learn Japanese to Survive, Hiragana Battle. So this is an RPG Maker type game, and if you saw that I posted Koei sometime last week, I don't know when exactly it was, some of you may have guessed something along this line was coming. So for those unaware, this is the first of two games. The second one isn't actually out yet, but it's scheduled to come out at the end of January. Basically, it's one of the Japanese learning type games. I'm not entirely sure how many people are interested in this. The game itself has been out for over a year, because I think I picked this up a while ago. I just haven't gotten around to getting it, and with the sequel on the horizon, I finally got motivated. So, where to begin? As I said, this is an RPG Maker type game. I believe it was the studio or developer's first attempt to make one, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And since it is an RPG Maker game, that means it's going to have some things that people are used to. It may turn off some people just for that very reason, but at the very least, I'm going to give it a chance. I know there are some people on the channel that really actually do like these types of games and asked me to cover them in the past. And I want to say the last one I covered probably was the Amber Throne, which was a while ago. I have not given up, it's just I haven't gotten around to recording this one yet. But here we are, so let's begin. By the way, I tested the audio beforehand. I'm not 100% sure how the audio levels are going to be across the video, because some parts are going to be louder than others, if it's like any other video game. We're going to have to play this a little bit by ear, and I'll try to adjust things better in the next video. But anyway, that's supposed to be Yokoso, I believe. Welcome. This game is designed to teach you the very basics of Japanese, Hiragana. You will learn how to read and write all of the Hiragana characters during the course of your adventure. When your adventure is complete, you'll be ready to move on to more advanced Japanese studies, even though I don't really plan to. For now, let's begin. It's cold, but it's a beautiful evening. Claire, what are you doing out here? Get out of the snow. Eric, I'm heading to the tavern. I've got to get the chill out of my bones. I'll join you. Come on. It's lovely and warm in here. Much better than being buried in snow, right? You know how I am. I can't resist admiring the night sky. You haven't changed much these past few years, Claire. Neither have you, Eric. It's good to know I can always count on you to come looking for me. You bet. Let's have a drink. Cheers. Cheers. Hello. It's Leon. Hi, mind if I join you for a drink? Leon, weren't you kicked out of the village? Oh, yeah, that was just a small misunderstanding. The elder thought I stole his prized pumpkins, but I didn't. I didn't steal them. It's all behind us now. We had a good old laugh about it before. But you baked pumpkin pie and gave it to everyone in the village. Exactly. That's baking, not stealing. It's good to be back. Oh boy. Note to self, Leon is a thief. It's such a beautiful day. Clear skies, pure white snow all around, simply wonderful. Since I have some errands, I better not tarry. Where should I go first? For a second there I thought I was in control, but no I'm not. Excuse me, miss. May I have a moment? A stranger? Never seen him before. Hello, sir. How can I help you? Tell me something. Do you understand me when I say something or another? No? I'm sorry. I didn't catch that. That's too bad. What's with this guy? What's this strange language he's speaking? Probably jive. Farewell. I assume that's Sayonara. Magic? I can sense he's up to evil. I need to follow him. If you say so. It's too easy to conquer tiny nations like this. There's no resistance. Stop. Why? You can't do this. I don't see anybody trying to stop me. You couldn't stop me even if you tried. I'll wipe that smug look off your face. You're awfully brave, girl. However, you can't lay a finger on me. You can't understand Japanese. You can't hope to dispel my magic. Japanese? Is he talking about the weird words you spoke before? Let's see what we can do against my Hiragana warriors. Some allies. Claire took 16 damage. And 14 damage. Grand total of 30. You're strong. What the heck are these things? There's no way. I can't. Okay, let's get out of here. No, man. So would this be Tay? Damage. 12 damage. It's useless. Do you surrender? See how your attacks have no effect on my Hiragana warriors. The only way you could ever defeat me is if you understood my language. But you will never learn Japanese. It's time to finish this. Goodbye. There's nobody else in my way. This village is as good as conquered. It's time to move on to the next helpless village. I can't believe he's so strong. He said to defeat him I need to learn Japanese. Several weeks have passed since the dreadful events in the village. Claire, our heroine, has spent countless hours helping rebuild the village. A mysterious Japanese mage left many of his Hiragana warriors roaming the lands around the village. Claire has come up with a plan to defeat them. Okay, everybody. Today is the day we begin to fight back against the Hiragana warriors. I spent a long time researching this Japanese language that we need to learn in order to dispel the mage's magic power. Once we start learning the language, we can begin to defeat the Hiragana warriors that have invaded the land. I sent a letter to the capital asking for help with our challenge. The Great Library is sending one of their best scholars to aid us. Looks like she has just arrived. Must be Misaki. I'm Claire. It's great to meet you. Nice to meet you, Claire. I have been informed about your situation. Thank you for coming to help us. You're very welcome. As you probably heard, I am Japanese, just like the strange mage that caused the damage here. Burn her. Please don't think we are similar. In truth, he is an evil magician named Noburo. My people have been trying to defeat him for generations. As you've gathered, the only way to destroy Hiragana warriors he summons is using the knowledge of the Japanese language. Starting today, I will be your Japanese teacher. Thank you. Please, teach us everything you know. Gladly. First, let's head inside somewhere warm. The pub? Damn. Let's get started. Thank you all for volunteering to learn with Claire. No worries, I don't want to see this town in trouble ever again. I'll learn Japanese to take down every single one of those Hiragana warriors. Thanks, Eric. I knew I could count on you. You can count on me too, you know? I want to learn Japanese and travel to Japan in the future. Good idea, Leon. Yeah. And lovely ladies, I bet. Jeez, Leon, keep focused. Sorry. Okay, attention please. Firstly, I'm going to give you a rundown of what we'll be learning. Please pay attention. You'll want to make sure you have a notebook and a pen handy. Taking notes is the first step to success. That means you, player. Go get a pen and notebook. I'll be waiting. Pass. Now, an introduction to the language. The Japanese language has a unique writing system made up of 3 different types of characters. These set of characters are known as Hiragana, Katakana, and Kanji. Hiragana is the basic set of characters, and by using hiragana you can form almost any sentence in Japanese. We will be focusing our efforts on hiragana during your adventure. The other two character sets are a bit different. Katakana is used almost exclusively to represent words from foreign languages. Kanji is a complex character set borrowed from Chinese picture symbols. Kanji is quite advanced, but learning it is very rewarding. Back to hiragana. There are 46 basic hiragana characters, and each one is used to represent a unique sound or syllable. You can also make an additional 25 hiragana characters by adding small strokes to specific characters, and we will learn this as we go. Learning a new language can be daunting. If you begin to feel overwhelmed, take a break, and come back with a refreshed mind. With persistence and bravery, you can learn all the hiragana. Remember to take lots of notes as we go. Revise your notes every day, and you'll soon commit all the hiragana to memory. So, first 5 characters. Short vowels. So, for vowels, if you actually know Spanish, the vowels are very similar, if not actually identical. That can save you a lot of time in just knowing the pronunciations. You just have to then learn how to write them. So that's a. And just remember, that's a short vowel. Don't you fear what a long one's going to look like? One more time. So cross-section, down, and then loop. Now it's your turn. The horizontal line is slightly curved. Next character. Just like in Spanish, that sounds like the letter E in English. They say it's the equivalent of the vowel I, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So is this one done in 2 strokes or 3? Looks like 2. Kinda wonder how hard it was to render that in the RPG Maker program. So the double O as in the word moon, well, anything that kind of rhymes with moon, you get the sound of it. Moon, noon, so on. So the letter U, but it makes the double O sound. Huh. So it looked like a forked line when they first depicted it. You can see here, but when they actually illustrate it, they only show the top part. Overall, this is a lot simpler than the A. The whole character is vertically long. Make sure the top stroke is tilted properly. So that's supposed to be pronounced as A, just in case you can't hear it clearly. So once again, there's a forked line, which is not depicted the same way. Did they use 3 strokes for that? Because I kind of figured you'd probably just come back up. It looked kind of like a cursive L. Yep, 2 strokes. And this one is perfectly carried over, it's O. Except this one is a lot more complicated to make. I assume you probably start with that horizontal line because that's a trend I'm already noticing. This time they actually did draw the fork in here. This one is tricky, make it in just 3 strokes. And then they say you also have to make sure that line is off-center. So there you go, the first 5 letters. Yeah, sure, why not? Study Guide 1. Source can worse, I can always look at those off camera. How did you go with the lesson? Good, I think. Seems like a lot to take in. Yes, I've given you quite a bit of information to remember. Best thing to do is practice writing and saying the characters out loud. Be sure to get the pronunciation perfect, as it will play a big part in forming Japanese words. Misaki, I have a couple of questions. Yeah, me too. I'm happy to answer your questions before we do a quiz. What do you want to know? Well, so far we've learned 5 characters, but it doesn't sound like I can make any Japanese words using these letters yet. What gives? Well, they should be able to make the word blue, but I think that's kind of it. Actually, they should be able to make the word love. I could probably think of 1 or 2 others, it's just I want to move forward. Well, the letters we've learned are all vowels. In order to start making Japanese words, we'll have to learn some consonants as well. You'll learn some next lesson. Misaki, I'm having trouble writing the characters out. They're way different from English letters. What should I do? Practice makes perfect, Leon. The order of strokes is probably the most important part of writing. Later on, you'll be able to review this lesson, so watch the animations once more and memorize the order of the strokes. Any more questions, guys? Well, good, Claire. Thanks, Misaki. Great, let's move on to our first quiz. I need to quiz you on what you've learned before I send you out to fight Hiragana warriors. You have to make sure you're ready. Okay, here we go. So yeah, you can see one of my friends at Dota right now. That's the letter A. That is... I want to say that was I. Nope. That's E. That was O. This one. Actually, it might be this one. It's just it looks a lot different than they were depicting it. So, first one out of the way. I kind of want to try the first fight before we wrap this up. So do we just have to use what their names are to beat them? Use the arrow keys to move, view the menu with escape, enter and return commands, select confirm selections. Use the arrow keys. There's no retry exactly, you have to kind of start over. So, how do I dash? There they are. Let's get them. Eric, Leon, be careful. Oh, come on. An axe should do a wonder on that. Now I know what he did. We can't hurt them. Stay back. You can't just attack them head on. Uh-oh. There was no effect. They were kidnapped. Dumasaki. Stay calm, listen carefully to my instructions, and we'll be able to take down this one. In order to defeat them, we have to use our knowledge to hit them with their matching letter or character. For example, we're fighting against the character A right now, which means you need to hit it with the English equivalent character. That's the letter A, right? That's it. When it's our turn to attack, select English from the command menu. Then find the right letter to use and select it to attack. Get the right answer, you'll damage the enemy. If you get it wrong, the enemy won't take any damage. You have to keep hitting the enemy with the correct answer in order to defeat it. The enemy can damage you much easier. Get knocked out when you run out of HP. So from the sound of it, what I was trying to say is from the sound of it, the only thing worth using your MP for may be like healing spells or maybe certain buffs. Like if you have to just use the letters, I mean, what good would spells be? By selecting the answer command, you can attack enemies. Support for support skills. Characters learn support skills, they get stronger, you get money and EXP. So, can we get the 2 clowns back, or do we have to wait? This looks like it could get a little tedious, but I guess they're trying to get you to memorize through repetition. $78 yen. Actually, that isn't quite a yen. I don't know what that's supposed to be. The yen symbol I'm familiar with is the Y with the line through it. We did it. Good job. But Eric and Leon, they got captured by those Hiragana warriors. Let's go after them. They couldn't have gotten very far. Claire, take these before we go. What are these funny-shaped bottles? These are a popular drink in Japan. Drink one of these ramune to restore your health points. Don't be afraid to use it in a pinch. If one of us falls in battle, use one of these revives. They'll bring us back to the fight and restore some HP. So if I remember correctly, the ramune are those bottles with the marble in them, if you ever see those in anime. I don't quite get the whole point of the marble being in it, but people like it, so yeah. Cool, thanks. You use items and we find during battle. You can use them in the field by using the menu and save the game. And just in case we get butchered here, let's go ahead and drop a quick save. Now I don't know if any of this information is going to carry over to the sequel or not. Oh man. Is the other one up here? Yeah, we'll rescue him first. Ooh, he's at a graveyard. How ominous. What happened? You got your butt kicked, that's what happened. How embarrassing. Do you feel okay? Are you hurt? I'm a little hurt. My leg is killing me. We'll take it slow. You hang back for now. Clear and I'll take care of any foes we encounter. Okay, thanks for coming to find me. I owe you one. Don't mention it, let's go. So the letter A once again. She has more defense but less HP maybe? Can't examine the graves. Oh well. Okay, this is a little bit more complex. We'll take out the A first. Kinda curious how much HP you get out of those Ramunes, because I'm probably gonna need one shortly. So we're going to hit that with the A, which should kill it. Then I think that's the E. Seems like they do the same amount of damage. Hey, we got a miss. Nice thing is it does save your cursor position so you can speed through. Let's throw him down the well. Where am I? You got captured by those Hiragana warriors. Luckily we managed to find you. Blast, that's awkward. Are you okay? Are you injured? I'm a little bruised. Turn my arm a bit. We'll take it slow. You hang back for now. Claire and I will take care of any foes we encounter. Alright. Hey, thanks for rescuing me. No sweat, let's go. Looks like everybody's okay. Thank goodness. There's still a few Hiragana warriors to clear out around here. We should head to the forest exit north of here and check out what enemies are beyond. Okay, let's make our way north and defeat enemies on the way. Eric, Leon, hang back and watch how we do it. Will do. Roger. This would actually be a lot nicer if I could use them just to increase my overall damage output. As it is, I'm probably going to have to use one of the Bermuda. I want to say that's the I. Just to play it safe, I'm going to take the U here. Damn it, I should have trusted my instincts. So it's going to... Oh, damn. That didn't have a lot of HP, or my damage just went up significantly. I'm not sure which. So we are getting money, but we're not actually getting the items to drop. Can't read the sign. A is here. Now, is Masaki fast enough to go before him? And the answer is yes. Okay, the damage has increased enough. Since it took 3 swings before, I wasn't actually sure how much HP they actually had. Seems they have around 90. That's the forest exit up ahead. We made it. There are much stronger Hiragana warriors outside the forest. Seems like we've taken care of the remaining Hiragana warriors around here. What do we do now? We need to learn a bit more before we brave the dangers outside the forest. Let's head back to town, regroup, and get ready for another study session. Great idea. Yeah, if they're gonna skip, I'm just gonna end it right here. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to stop right here, and if we continue this, I'll pick up right here. And the reason why I say if is, let's face it, the game is pretty cheesy, and I'm not sure how interested you guys actually are in edutainment type games. I am willing to give this a few parts before throwing in the towel or not. It's just, I'm probably going to just get a table and put that in front of me. I'm not really interested in learning how to write them, but it wouldn't be too bad to actually learn how to read the characters, I guess. So yeah, this has gone on long enough. The other question that I want to ask you guys, if you're curious, or if you're interested in this series continuing, do you want me to leave in the random battles? Since some of you may be watching this to try to learn, you could pause the battles before I actually do anything, in case I actually get it right off the bat. And you could try to play along, kind of. So this is different than pretty much anything else on the channel up to date. And I figured it tied in well enough to Koei, and with the sequel coming out, there may be interest. So normally I don't bother you guys for comments, but If you're interested in this continuing and how you want it to actually play out, that I want to know. The nice thing about actually leaving the random battles in would be that it's going to save me significantly on editing time. Bad part is if I ever get lost, that's going to draw out the video a lot. But anyway, we are going to call it quits here. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching. Please leave your thoughts on this, since it will impact the future of the series. And goodbye.